Rock and roll.
My Spinal Tap moment, with Along the Lines getting lost on the way to the stage. In the Midwest, there's a lot of venues that have a coliseum on one side and a theater on the other side. So the band went out on the stage. I hear the roar of the crowd, and I go running out onto the stage to an empty hall. There's no equipment. There's no people, and you cannot imagine what's going on in my mind. My mind is blown, and I'm clean and sober. I'm standing out there in the big costume, and I'm going to hear music, and my roadie comes running out and grabs me and drags me to the other side. Hello, Chicago!
Hello, Cleveland! Hello, Cleveland! You made it wrong time.
As cool as heavy metal is, it's also quite silly sometimes, and that just personifies that thought. It was pretty accurate as to how bloated the whole genre had become.
It's very special because the numbers all go to 11.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
That's it! Let's go!
I was the most recognizable face in heavy metal rock and roll then. I was the poster boy, and they were not ready for Dee Snider.
Mr. Snyder, what is the name of your fan club?
The fan club is called the Sick Friends of Twisted Sister.
Keep watching more Metal Month on VH1.
Heavy metal does have a message for the rest of society, and that is you.
God bless America.
These are Reagan times. Real conservative wave going on there.
We have an obligation to see to it that the country retains some sense of moral sanity.
When I was a kid, everything that was expected of you was like you go to school, you graduate, you get a job, and you have some kids and you die. That's not very much fun. You know what sounds a little better to me? I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Throughout its history, heavy metal has battled conservative forces in an escalating clash of cultures. When heavy metal pushes, the strong arm of the establishment pushes back. In the mid-'80s, with the Reagan Revolution in full swing, the rockers leading the charge were the rising stars of the glam metal movement, New York's own Twisted Sister.
When the conservatives are in control, when there's a tightening on our rights, the rebelliousness of heavy metal, the anger that it allows you to express, people really warm to that. And we're not going to take a video as a chance to further express the frustration of growing up and being yelled at by my dad and disciplined by my dad, and the outlet heavy music provided. And they watched that video and they're like, yeah, I want to rock, man. This band's speaking for me.
Twisted Sister's anthem became a battle cry for teenagers everywhere. When other bands like Venom and Wasp further pushed the envelope with suggestive material, conservative America took notice.
The Parents Music Resource Center was formed to provide more information for parents and consumers of rock music.
Censorship implies restricting access or suppressing content. This proposal does neither.
The PMRC was an absolutely politically motivated organization put together by a couple of senators' wives who had too much time on their hands. Yes, that's right. You had too much time on your hands.
Consider, for example, the themes found in heavy metal, which is probably the most disturbing element in contemporary music. Much of it dwells on themes that glorify rape, sadomasochism, and suicide.
In 1985, the PMRC went on the offensive and cited 15 songs with objectionable content. Of the so-called Filthy 15, 9 songs were by heavy metal bands, including Twisted Sister's We're Not Gonna Take It.
You know, they were indignant over